Hi guys, it's Yowie Chaser from YSA Yowie Sightings Australia, guys. We've got a sighting from Woodenbong, guys. Another one from Woodenbong. Well, it's actually Derry Flat. Um, so here's Woodenbong. Derry Flat's just down here. Um, here's the Yowie crossing. If you see where the crossing gets painted on the road, where the big footprints are. Um, Lots of stories around here, guys. So this one, we'll get on with the story and then we'll tell you some other stories. Or should we do it the other way? Should we tell you what happened around here first? I don't know. So truck drivers report Yowie's crossing the road along here, okay? So then we've had backpackers up here probably 3 months ago stop to go to the toilet here at the Yowie crossing. Stop to go to the toilet. Next thing, Yowies have appeared. Scared the living crapper out of them. They've just taken off. Then coming up this road, this is the road. This is where you go past the jail. What's that area called? I forget. And then you come up here, across the border. Old mate was coming up here in his car and had rocks rolled up a hill at him as he was driving, coming up here. Okay, so and also in the group is there's a place here called Collins Crossing. That person whose dad or grandfather, I can't remember what you said, worked here. I think you said your dad. Can you contact me at Yowie Chaser and tell me what he actually told you about working there? Because I'd love to hear any stories you got. All right. So then, besides the wood ones, there's been other people that have had Yowie sightings around here. Down in here in Iron Pot Creek. I'll tell you what, I'll save all these stories. Let's just go tell this story. So these people rented a house, dairy flat here, Airbnb farmhouse. Okay, so we'll go tell that story. All right, so it's going to be Yowie sighting number 1393. Back in July of 2020, we decided to have a weekend away out west and stayed at an Airbnb that was owned by a farmer just east of Woodenbong, a dairy flat. The property we were on backed right onto the state forest, and the owner said if we walked up along the creek that went through his property and into the state forest for a few kilometres, there would be a sheer tall rock face with an undermined part underneath that we could go check out. We ended up walking for about an hour and 30 minutes, and my cousin, who were all girls, said they couldn't be bothered and stopped. So I went on further by myself for about another 500 meters. As I came around a bend in the creek, I finally got to the sheer rock face, and as I was taking photos of it, I felt like something was watching me. As I turned and looked up to my left, behind a large rock that was positioned on the side of the valley, there was what I believed to be a yowie, half hiding behind the rock staring at me. It was less than 100 meters away from where I was, and all I could see was its head, one of its shoulders, and its hands holding onto the rock while it leaned around. It was completely black, and the only color I could see was the white surrounding its pupils. I caught it looking at me for about 3 seconds, then it quickly ducked back behind the rock. That's when I ran as fast as possible, screaming out to everyone for just a response to reassure that everyone was still there. I ended up going back home and not staying for the full weekend because of what I saw, and I refused to go near Woodenbong to this day. Yeah, cheers, mate. The only people that see him will understand. I haven't seen one, so but a lot of people that see him will not go back in the bush or so. Yeah, no, thanks for sending it in, but that's did you? I wonder if you went and reported it to the. Did you actually go tell the farmer or not? And whereabouts was it? I'm going to say it was around here somewhere. Because I know this area is all bush. There was houses here, but they've been brought out by the forest. Actually, I think there actually is a couple along here, I think. Could be on this side. Anyway. So, I'll tell you some more stories. So, another guy, he used to fish down here. Where was he? Where was he? This is this, I don't forget what it's called. What's the dam called? It's New Kyogle. I think it's Toomba Dam or something. Anyway, Kyogle's over this way, guys. And then that sign is that. So this guy was fishing in his boat around here. He used to fish here all the time. He's got heaps of stories, this guy. And I'm not sure, I don't know whereabouts he was up in the river. I'm going to say it was just around here somewhere. But he said he heard a noise and he happened to look up. So there must be a bit of a mountain here. So he's looked up. And when he looked up, he's seen a yowie up the top staring down at him. And he said it picked up a log and threw it at him. So he's down in his boat. Next thing, log splashes right next to his boat, man. Like, seriously, that's full on. So he reckons he got out of there. He's never been back there fishing ever again. So that's great. Imagine if it hit his boat, probably would have sunk it. Even just a wave from it probably would have tipped it over. Then he had other friends. I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure their location because he did tell me. I'm pretty sure it's either this Findon Creek or Sawpit Creek. I can't remember. So this is his dairy flat. So these people, I don't know, I could be wrong, but they owned a farm and they were up here cutting wood. So, and then one of them felt like, people say, oh yeah, I felt like I was getting watched or whatever. So one of them turned around, guess what was there? A yowie. And then it just took off into the bush after it got spotted. Well, they took off. I can't remember actually. There's that. Then what happened? I'll tell you what happened to me. This is when I first got into Yowie stuff. So this Collins Creek. This is where the tick gate is. So you can just park here. So I parked here because I wanted to go up to Mount Lindsay, up to this mountain. So I walked this track. I walked all the way to here. I reckon I got to here. I made a video. Maybe you look up Mount Lindsay. I don't know. Yowie following me or something. Maybe it says. I don't even know what it says. But I reckon as I walked along here, I reckon something was walking here in the bush. I could hear something in the bush here, guys, walking beside me. Couldn't see it. I kept looking in. I couldn't see nothing. And now I try and trick it. I go real fast and stop, and this thing stopped. It was like it knew what it was going to do, or it just knew to stop. I don't know. And then I was like, oh man, I don't know. I thought death was going to happen, eh? And I went, you know what? I thought I'm just freaking out, just relax, just keep going, even though I was so scared, right? And I kept going, and then eventually it went away. But when I stopped, I was looking back in here now towards this because I was trying to work out how you get up to the top of this mountain. And someone actually said it. I didn't even notice it, but someone in the video says something. It sounds like something gets thrown at you. So that's in the video as well. And then another person says along here when I'm looking in here, because I was looking in the bush, that they could see something in there. There was a few things that they reckon they could see. So that was when I first started. So I think I've been doing this for 5 or 6 years now. It's out of control, man. Wow. Geez, the time's gone quick, eh? Still haven't seen one. That's what I mean. You don't see one, guys. You can go search as much as you want. You ain't going to find one. The only people that see them are people, because there's this thing saying, oh, yowies, they'll just, they choose who they see. No, they don't. You're just in the right spot at the right time. That's all it is. Okay. So let's do this little scenario. Just say there's 30 million people in Australia. Right, go for a walk in a national park. Sometimes you won't see anybody, especially on a weekday. On weekends, you might see a couple of people. But if you went during the week and you went off on a track up here, right? And there's 30 million people in Australia. You're not going to see nobody. This is how I want you to think, guys. All right, and it's the same. It just say there's only, I reckon there could be, I don't know, 50,000 Yowies. Who knows? There might not even be that many. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if the military have taken them out. Okay. And if they haven't taken them out, they kept them somewhere in some special zoo or something. I don't know. Remember ages ago the orangutans or something down in North Sydney Hospital? They were in a North Sydney hospital. It's a real expensive hospital for rich people. Why were there orangutans in that hospital? What was going on? They escaped. What are they doing there? They reckon, oh no, we brought him from the zoo and we brought his partner because he'll stress out. I'm like, whatever. You don't take orangutans to a bloody hospital. There's something going on in that hospital. Does anybody work in that hospital or know somebody the story of that? Because I do not believe that story. There's something weird going on. All right, so just say there's only 50,000 Yowies, right? The chances of you coming here every day and seeing a Yowie is pretty slim. All right, if it's a hot spot, but this area is a hot spot. This whole area here, guys, is a hot spot, right? I'll tell you right now. So your chances would be really good to see one here, okay? But if there's 30 million people in Australia, you'll never see anyone walk along here, okay? So if there's only 50,000 Yowies, your chances of seeing one are very slim. It don't matter where you are. It's just luck, guys. It's just if you're driving down this road here and one crosses, you're very lucky to see it. Well, you're probably not even lucky. You're probably unlucky because it'll affect your life, affect you for the rest of your life. It just depends how, I don't know, how you deal with things like that. All right, let's get on with that story. That just went on and on, didn't it? All right. So yeah, that day I do believe something followed me along here. Then I was talking to another guy. He was telling me, because there's all tracks in here, I want to go driving through it. He goes, be careful what you wish for, mate. You might get a nasty surprise, he reckons. What else? Plus, I want to know, apparently the military trained in here, guys. In Woodenbong somewhere as well. There's an area around here where they train. Does anyone know where that area is that they train? The guy wouldn't tell me. He just said, no, I'm not saying. I'm just telling you. And they'd seen Yowies here as well. That was more military that have seen Yowies. Also, I want to show you something else. That's if it's on this side, guys, this place. Because now that I think of it, there is a couple of places along here where you can go stay. But for some reason, I'm just thinking it's on this side. It might not be. But anyway, here's the Richmond River, guys. Richmond River goes all the way up. Where is it? Richmond River, Richmond River. Oh. Richmond River, look where it goes. All the way up here, guys. Now, Yowie Crossing. So there's a river here, like a little creek. They're not rivers, they're creeks. But this is sort of the start of the Richmond River. They're really creeks. But if you always walk creeks and ridge lines, well, this could be going right through his property, you know. And the same with here. Obviously, these join, looks like they might join up. Looks like the way they go. All right, there's other people that have had sightings out here as well. Another guy, I was actually at Springbrook and I was stopped at, the road crossing. I always ask the road crossing people if they've seen any Yowies. And I've stopped and I asked this lady, you heard anything weird? Nah. And then she's going, what did you ask? And I said, I don't know, I just ask everybody. I said, and then I said, oh no, I asked to see if anyone's seen any Yowies. And she goes, oh yeah, my mate's seen a Yowie. So he'd stopped here somewhere. She goes, it's a famous place, but she couldn't remember where it was, and neither could I. I was saying all these places, and then when I said here, Woodenbong, she goes, oh, that's where it was. They stopped there to go to the toilet. So this guy's going to the toilet on a tree, heard something, or something fell out of the tree, looked up, bang, Yowie, looking down at him. And then it just swung from tree to tree. Right, just took off from tree to tree, guys. And that's another thing. People are looking on the ground for Yowies. They got long arms like gorillas. They're probably swinging around in trees as well. And maybe that's why when people hear them in the bush and they go, well, I didn't hear them make any noise when they run off, because they're probably in the trees, going from tree to tree, swinging. Because there's something to do with yowies and trees. I don't know what, but there's definitely something going on. All right, I'm pretty sure I covered everything I wanted to cover. You know what I'd like to do? See these bloody, these are tracks here. So you can walk this track, right? You can walk this whole thing, right? It's a fair way. All the way to... Oh, this place was for sale, man. It's a lime place. I thought I'd love to. I wanted to go there and just make it I was buying it so I could talk to them about yowies. But see this whole track, it brings you up all the way down to... All the way. Let's keep going. Hurry up. Bloody hell, here's Lions Road. Look. Richmond Gap. Same again, Yowies all through. That'd be a good walk, guys. I wonder how far it is. Let's measure it. Measure. I'll just do it roughly. 12, oh God. 14. She might be taking a couple of days, that one. Tell you what, that would be awesome to do that. Might take 3 days. All the way, it's 30 Ks, guys. So if you did 10 Ks, 10 Ks a day, and then just camp, get up next day, walk another 10 Ks. 10 Ks ain't that far to walk. Well, it is for me. If I was carrying, I've never even carried anything before. Someone will have to carry me stuff. That'd be mad. Hey, imagine doing that for 3 days. I tell you what, I reckon if you spent, 3 days, 2 nights, whatever, you're a good chance of hearing something, if not seeing something. Or you're a very good chance of seeing something. And we don't know what the bush is like. It could be all overgrown, I don't know. But because they do these fences all the time, I think they did all these ones recently. They're all pretty new. So it could be good. All right, I'm going to go to YouTube now. So if you want to hear some of the messages, we'll stick around. If you don't, see you on the next one. All right, let's go read some messages. All right, so in here is these are 5 signs. There's a good one here at Yowie on the Road. This one here at Jim Boom is a good one too, guys. Like, and this Nangini was a guy in his camper. He thinks a yowie might have jumped in between his caravan and his 4-wheel drive because his caravan tilted up, and then he heard the chains hit the ground, so it'd have to be pretty heavy to do that. Then the Jim Boomba one is old mate's dog's been freaking out. He's heard a few whoops and tree knocks around his place. This is Biwa Roy's Row. We've had reports of yowies, not yowie, no one's seen them, but they just feel like they're looking in the window, like and it's women, they feel like yowies are looking in the window at them. And it's been going on right now, right? Oh, this is Ormo. He's not about Ormo. All right, we'll go read some things. All right, so this is Opix.world. Read the Dubbo story. That bit of forest just north of Gunu Forest, second biggest scrub in New South Wales after the Pilliga. There's some good stories from both. Yeah, that's right. I didn't even realise that's where that was. But yeah, there's that big bush then. It's just like the Pilliga. It's like a baby Pilliga. Not kidding. I was joking, saying looks like a yowie just before you. I don't know what that's about. I must have said something. All right, then I've got, so that's Opix.well. So we've got Sarah 8888888. Yowies do eat fruit. If you put out gifting tray, always make sure you include fruit and nuts. Don't put any processed though. They like the fresh stuff. Yes, Sarah knows what she's on about. And they'll also be pleased with you, so probably not give any trouble. That girl's experience was interesting. Can they become invisible? Who knows? this would explain why they disappear so quickly. Who knows? Have you ever seen kangaroos that, you drive up, they jump over the fence, they go through the fence, next thing they disappear, you can't see them? Well, yowies do the same sort of stuff, don't they? Who knows? But yeah, that's right about the fruit, yeah, 100%. There's a lot of stuff people don't know about fruit, about natural fruit, about fruit that might be too ripe as well, if you know what I'm talking about. All right, let's move on. All right, so this is interesting. This is from Brett Naylor. There are deer living in Stockley near Hastings Road. Now that's interesting, guys. And then Opic Stockwell, it's springtime, bro. After winter, they come out more, just like we do. Yeah, you're probably right. But they do chase deer in winter. Now I'm gonna take you to. I'm gonna show you something at Stockley. All right, can you still see that? That's our old train line, guys. It goes all the way to Bow Desert to Waterford. Here's Hastings, right? So old mate's saying there's deer around here. Now, do the Yowies use this train line maybe to get to the deer? Because up here further, right, see how this train line goes through here, right, through here, Stedman Road. There's a Yowie sighting here from Logan Village. About 2019, I think, October, something like that. There was one there. This is this little train line. Now, people that live, see, I've been up in here because I've had reports from people that live along here. There's all little motorbike tracks and shit all through here. Like this is heaps of bush, guys, man. This take you all day to walk through this. And I've walked all these tracks, right? The Yowies have been in this bush, okay? Like I said, finding them. People are seeing them here. They were there around Christmas time. All right, and then from there, they've gone. I'll just quickly show you. They've gone to over here somewhere, around here. Where are they? Around here. This is Ormo. So 2 have just been seen here, guys. All right, in the last 6 weeks. All right. Now before that, this was probably around Christmas I was seeing here. So they might have been the Logan River Yowies then. Now they've gone probably back up the Logan. They've come down the Albert. Now they've been seen up in here as well. And then another guy in the group, he said he's lived out here on acreage. This is along Parkridge Road. Oh, here, sorry. Parkridge Road's here. That's where the other Yowies were seen. One Yowie was seen here. So he's lived in here. This was more bush, but he said they still come here. All right. He said he can smell them. He knows when they're there, the dogs go crazy. All right. So we've got way off what I was doing. So let's go back to Hastings. I just want to give you a quick little story. So here's the train line. Now this train line goes all the way, guys, down the Jim Boomba. So let's skip down the Jim Boomba. All right, so here's Jim Boomba. Here's my pub. Here's the train line. All right, now I can't say where. We'll just say here. But old mate backs onto this train line somewhere. All right. His takes his dog out to go to the toilet. It's not happy. Knows something's going on. It's looking straight into the bush. And knows there's something there. He's heard whoops. He's heard tree knocks. This is all the last 2 weekends, guys. Now, that's that train line again. Are the Yowies using this train line? I reckon they are. They're using this train line. Now, there's another lady in the group. Ages ago, I've actually forgot about this one. She said she was at Cedar Grove. So if you're still in the group, if you're still here, they were sitting on their backyard, on their veranda, having a smoke. Twice it's happened to them. And they've seen a Yowie early in the morning. I only just seen your email the other day. You sent it, I think you sent it in 22 or something. I don't know. I'm not good at emails. So yeah, it'll be interesting to know if you're along here. And then, yeah, be very interesting actually. And then you've got, I know there's deer, there's been deer out here around Flagstone. Maybe the Yowies are heading, maybe they're heading out here to Flagstone. And then this takes you, oh, not Flagstone, Undullah. This takes you out to Undullah. Then they go back up to Ripley, White Rock, Deebing Heights, where they were seen up here. This is where the police dog went missing as well here, Redbank. Who knows, guys? It's crazy. Maybe that's their whole area. I don't know. All right, that video's got out of control. All right, I think we better end it. Let's go back to Woodenbong. All right, I should have said this in the first, at the start of the video, guys. Listen, nobody knows anything about Yowies, okay? So don't be embarrassed to message me, okay? Because I feel some people, they might be afraid to message. Don't ever be afraid to message anything that's ever happened. Look, I don't know nothing about Yowies, okay? And I get lots of sightings and I get all sorts of stories, but I still do not know nothing about them. And I don't care what anybody says. If they tell you that they know something, or they're an expert, I'll tell you now, they're full of shit. Because there's these things that, I don't know, it's out of control. No one knows nothing. Well, probably someone does, but we don't, that's for sure. The people that do, there's no one that knows. 100%. So don't ever feel bad about messaging or speaking up about something. Oh, that's right. Also, now, someone reported, and this guy wouldn't tell me, that the military train around here as well. Back in 1970, and they'd seen Yowies as well. So if anyone's got any of them stories, I want to hear them as well. All right. And we didn't even get to all the other messages because this has gone way too long. All right, guys. Just remember, if you got any sightings from anywhere around here, guys, I want to hear about it. All right. Cheers, guys. Thanks. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.